teams are still competing in the ECHL's conference finals. When these series are complete, we'll know the two teams that'll be playing for the league title this season. As the Kelly Cup playoffs enter their late stages, ECHL Week comes to you from Greenville, South Carolina. Hi, and welcome to ECHL Week. We're on the road this week in Greenville, and as the journey to this year's championship gets closer, we're getting you closer to all the action too. A team from Greenville has only made one appearance in the Kelly Cup Finals. That team was known as the Growl, and it won the Cup in 2002. The current team, the Road Warriors, is in its fourth season and had only won a single playoff series until this year. So let's take a first look at the Eastern Finals, as the Road Warriors do battle with the Cincinnati Cyclones, a team which won its last Kelly Cup in 2010. Here to describe the action for us is Andy Zilch on the Road Warriors Broadcast Network.
Cincinnati manages to regain it. They'll play it deep into the Greenville zone with 1:20 expired in period number one. 0-0 game. There's a near shot from Almeida. Easily blocked away. Almeida gets it again. Another attempt that shanks behind the net. Rolled off his stick and went wide. Brad Cole finished to check on him. Almeida still down on the near wall. Cincinnati with it. A shot tipped and a goal. Off the far wing. Shot gets tipped towards the slot, and Shaw puts the Cyclones on top 1-0. Just 1 minute and 34 seconds into the first period. Cincinnati's forward, Shala controls. He'll play it out to the point. On the far side, Almeida. Wrist shot save made by Malcolm. Puck's loose. Malcolm puts a glove on it and hangs on for a whistle. And a lot of attention is drawn to the Road Warriors' front of the net. A Cyclones player on the far post. Cincinnati net. Now hopefully either it's just the ice. Doesn't matter. Andrew Yogan picks it off. Short-handed breakaway for Greenville. Yogan to the backhand. Ringed off both posts. No goal. Kept in on the point by Himmelson. Near side, Yogan, a one-timer. Save made. Nichols can't put the rebound in, and it's carried out to center. Clone zone, Medor came out of the net, went over his stick, but the Road Warriors unable to capitalize. Cole holding the blue line. He'll let a low shot go, and a pad save made by Medor. Clark in the slot. A shot blocked in front. Rebound, Clark again. Another save, and Yogan trying to jam it loose, and the whistle blows. And now there's a melee in front of the net. Clark drops the gloves, and he hauls after a Cyclones player. Looks like it's Eves and Yogan behind the net. Aronson at the point. He's straight away on Malcolm. Dishes it over to the far wing for Almeida. Centering pass broken up by Himmelson and shoved in the near corner. Andrew Himmelson with an opportunity. A shot hits off the bar, and there is no goal called. Cincinnati celebrating. And the referees will come in and talk. Still a long discussion. No goal. Out to the zone. Kept in by Haggerty. He'll move it down low for Gene at the goal line. Gene skates behind the net. One hand on his stick as he protects the puck. Gene cuts towards the slot. Plays it for Yogan. A shot save. Rebound. Nichols scores! He ties it! The crowd has been waiting 46 minutes and 51 seconds for this to occur. Josh Nichols scores right in front of the net. Weissapol on the loose puck. He'll carry it up through center and back softly into the Greenville zone. It rolls right to Malcolm. It's chipped in. Fraze chips it over the glove of Malcolm. 5.5 left third period. I can't believe it. Premature face-off. Johnston will get booted from the draw. Yogan will step in and take it against Fraze. Johnston hasn't had much luck against him. Yogan wins it straight back to St. Croix. Johnston a one-timer high and over the net. Yogan behind the cage. Centering pass. Johnston scores! I can't believe it! They do it again! Now he actually has the puck stripped of him at center. St. Croix tried to work around him, and Crow's going to get whistled on an interference call, so the Road Warriors will have a power play. In the draw against Eves, Eves wins it straight back, and the puck played off the near boards and cleared the length of the ice, actually over the glass. And will that be a penalty? It will be. Delay a game call, it appears. The referees will come in with the linesman and talk, and we'll see if it was whistled a call. The slap shot, fake it, play it to Haggerty. And those two trade places. Marcoux with it, down low to the goal line for Jostin. Jostin gets on there, sliding Aronson. Cuts behind the net. Pass to Marcoux. And the slot and a glove save by Medor. Rebound. Bergstresser scores! Listen to this crowd erupt!
What about being in the right place at the right time with that game-winning goal?
Yeah, I mean, you got to be in net front, you know. Stork always tells me go straight to net front. But that's where my spot is on the power play, and they weren't going to move me. And obviously, I got a lucky bounce. It came right to me, and it was open net, and I put it in. So feels good.
Talk about luck. It worked your way with those penalties going against them, a two-man advantage. You don't get that much in the overtime in the playoffs, but I guess you felt like you really had to take advantage of that.
Oh, for sure. I mean, beginning of the game, I mean, they had 3 power plays, ours 0. I mean, we were working hard. You know, we took a couple stupid penalties, but we stuck with it. Like we said, penalty kill stepped up. You know, when it's time to, you know, score a goal in the overtime, when, you know, we got a power play, you know, we did it.
We turn our attention to the Western Conference Finals. That's next on ECHL Week.
Where have hundreds of NHL players gotten their professional starts? The ECHL. And where do you find out about the ECHL? ECHL Week. On television or online, ECHL Week is the only show that brings you everything that's happening league-wide. Every week, watch ECHL Week. If you were any closer to the action, you'd be in the lineup.
Stars shine in Orlando in January of 2015 when the Solar Bears take on the ECHL All-Stars at the Amway Center, presented by Visit Orlando. Visit OrlandoSolarBearsHockey.com for more information.
While we're in Greenville watching the Road Warriors take on Cincinnati, the Western Conference Finals are also taking place. Bakersfield in the conference finals for the first time is facing Alaska, a team trying to get to the Kelly Cup Finals for the 4th time in the last 9 seasons. Here to call the action for us is Mike Benton on KFQD and GCI.
Backs against the wall, and the Aces go to work with a face-off win. For the franchise, fumbles it back into his own zone. Works away from Ryan Little. It's Ramage, a long toss ahead. Mazzolini runs side the shot. He scores! It takes just 13 seconds for the captain to get him going. And the boys in Glacier Blue strike first. At home in the postseason. Mazzolini in deep. Look to Ramage. Cut off and goes rink wide now for Trupp, who lugs it towards center. Evan Trupp maneuvering, got ahead the franchise right wing. Driving wide, pulls up into the corner. Centering pass, Mazzolini scores! The captain's got 2 goals before the seats are even warm with 17:09 to go in the first period. It is 2-0 Aces.
A shell-shocked Condors team, and the puck gets through. What a turn right there.
150 feet away from all the activity. First Subway power play. LaFranchise to Mazzolini. Back to Evan Trupp, right circle, down low. Mazzolini centering pass. LaFranchise scores! And LaFranchise, a power play goal. There is no stopping the Alaska Aces out of the gate. 15:54 to go in the first. It is 3-0 Aces.
Welcome back Alaska Aces, and for the fans watching back in Alaska, yeah, this is what you expected.
Takes it away and racing back to center ice with it. Trumpet on left wing for the circle. Wrist shot saved by Brossois. Puck is loose. Aces jamming at it. Brossois trying to cover. He barely does, and that produces shoving in near fisticuffs right back at the Bakersfield net.
Yeah, Bergdorfer all over LaFranchise, who got a couple of cheap shots in, and LaFranchise is not a guy who's going to do that.
Bowman towards center, leaves it up the left. Knackstedt chips it in, connecting for Thurber. Got to Knackstedt, checked by Connolly as Shaver swings in a battle. At the line, Bowman trying to keep it in. He does. Knackstedt, top left circle, down low for Thurber, centering pass to Broda, score! Bergdorfer up the right, connecting for Thurber. Rink wide the pass to Collins, checked by John Ramage. The center ice to Nelson. Maneuvering on through into the Condor zone. Wrist shot, score! Turner Elson, a rocket from the middle, right by Laurent Brossois. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. A big goal. It is 4-1 Aces.
Well, we've got our answer. Elson there, again, seemingly innocuous.
On this man advantage.
Well, Part Bakersfield might, but Part Aces, they've really looked good.
Bergdorfer ahead for Steffes, right side open, the shot save, Coleman, and he gloves this one for a whistle. The back end by Leach. He and Connolly had a shove, but now part ways. Just 10 seconds to go with Sabrett. Along Connolly, will toss it back in. Brossois will let it go. This series is guaranteed to go back to Anchorage, and the Alaska Aces are a roundhouse punch. Enough to win. The game is over. How sweet it is.
Nick Mazzolini, you know, the way he took the bull by the horns last night, you know, it's just one of those things that, you know, I mentioned we executed plays that maybe the prior night we weren't necessarily executing as well, and you know, it was kind of that thing. It was just momentum, and got them on their heels. Very similar to the night before, where, you know, they got the first goal and we kind of just, you know, went into a shell and weren't able to respond, and it was kind of like how they were last night.
Joe Ernst stops by to answer a viewer's question when ECHL Week continues.
Are you paying too much with your current payroll company? Are you concerned about how Obamacare could affect your business? If you're interested in a better, more cost-effective solution, Einstein HR is the answer. No more stressing out about Obamacare and the new regulations. No more worrying about being in compliance. No more overpriced payroll services. Let Einstein HR get you back to the business of doing business instead of spending needless hours and frustration taking care of details that add nothing to your bottom line. We provide a first-class payroll and HR services with superior customer service. Call Einstein HR today.
Hi, this is Dan Eves of the Cincinnati Cyclones, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Today's Q&A features a question from one of our viewers. Colin from Harleysville, Pennsylvania, who's a Reading Royals fan, says, "Hey Joe, will we ever see the ECHL in video games or have some type of ECHL licensed toys on the league's online store or in team stores?"
That's a really good question. That's going to be one that we're going to have to present to Ryan Creelan in our office there and Todd to see if see what we can do as far as that. But I never even thought of that, to be honest with you. But I will definitely get with Ryan and Todd and see what they can come up with.
That's today's question and answer with Joe Ernst, Vice President of Hockey Operations for the ECHL. ECHL governors have unanimously approved a request from the Las Vegas Wranglers for a suspension for next season. The Wranglers are continuing to work toward finding a building in which to play. The team's status in Las Vegas was brought into question when its lease at the Orleans Arena was not renewed, said Wranglers president and COO Billy Johnson. We were very close to having everything in order for the 2014-15 season, but in the end we needed a few weeks more, and the ECHL simply had to get on with its business. We are playing in Las Vegas in 2015, and we're playing in the ECHL. All Las Vegas players on ECHL contracts are now unrestricted free agents. The Idaho Steelheads have reached an agreement with head coach and director of hockey operations Brad Ralph to extend his contract. Ralph is now under contract through the 2016-17 season. The 33-year-old Ralph has combined to win 84 games in his 2 years with the Steelheads. Idaho made it to the Western Conference Finals last season and reached the Western semifinals in 2014.
The Eastern Conference Finals started off with plenty of offense. 26 goals were scored in the first 3 games. Time to look at Chapter 4 of this matchup. Here putting the words to the pictures for us is Nick Brunker on the Cyclones Radio Network.
St. Croix towards the side of the net, Jean. Jean with Yogan on the right wing and behind the net for now. St. Croix stepping, backhanding it to Jean on net. They score right over the shoulder. You knew it. You simply knew it was coming. And it is 1-0 Greenville. Jean now has points in 8 consecutive games. 5 has been awfully close from the outset. A power play goal in the second for Kyle Jean, the difference. Cincinnati trying to make it meaningless for the time being. Right circle, Lewis up top for Aronson. Aronson and again to Lewis. He curls to the slot, shooting one, scores! Trevor Lewis, welcome back to the ice. His game in the conference finals proves to be a big one. He wrists home the shot, and this game is tied. He curled from the top of the right circle towards the high slot and let loose a contested wrister. And unless it was deflected, it will be Lewis's second goal of the postseason, or scratch that, his third. Arnold is going to get to it in the corner. He's going to try to wrap it around towards the crease, but the Cyclones are going to get out to center ice with the puck. As Budish has possession, he will hit the red line and chip. The Cyclones make a change on the back end, rimmed around by Malcolm and then cut down by Arnold. A heavy hit on him, charged the puck loose. Centering, it's a score from the right side corner. Zach Budish getting some puck luck from behind the goal line. He centers it off the skates and stick of Jeff Malcolm, and with 8:08 to go in the third, Cincinnati has pulled ahead for the first time on the night. It was seemingly harmless centering pass that went off of the stick and the skates of Malcolm and into the net. 2 goals in the span of about 3 minutes, and the Cyclones are up 2-1. 20 seconds to go. 2-1 Cincinnati. No icing. Back to get it in his own end is Taylor Aronson. He will wind and crank one around. Aronson to Hazen out towards the blue line. Cleared by Cincinnati. 10 seconds to go. Cyclones trying to get the empty netter. Jean battling for it in the circle. 5 seconds left as Marcoux tries one last chance from center ice to drive one in. Glove save Mador, and this one is in the books. Cincinnati comes off the mat and is able to strike 2 times in 2 minutes. And they take a 3-2 series lead back to Cincinnati for Tuesday night's game number 6.
We kind of blew it the other night. So, for our guys to be in the same situation and gain that experience that they and actually come through on the positive side now will, I think, translate well for confidence.
We've been working hard all night. We've been just battling, and finally the puck we just threw pucks to the net, and it finally went in for us. I mean, I think we've been doing that a lot this series, and it's paid off.
It was, it was hard. It was, it's playoff hockey. I was expecting it to be a battle, and it was. And the guys have been playing great, and I just wanted to make sure that, I stepped in and I was able to contribute and keep up with them. And the goal felt good. It had some eyes on it, so just threw it to the net. Unfortunately, went in.
Louis, yeah, just on the power play, came off the half wall there and just threw it, and the puck had eyes, just went low for our side. And then Budish is just hard work on the forecheck, dumped the puck in, went and got it, retrieved it, threw it on net.
That it's been a crazy series with a lot of bounces, and that's what playoff hockey is. You're not going to score too many pretty goals, so anytime you can get a puck and throw it on net, it's never a bad play. And Booty's gotten a couple of those, and he's obviously figured out what to do. Just chuck it at the net, and he's got a bit of luck.
Highlights from another game in the Alaska Bakersfield series. That's still to come on ECHL Week.
It's just an ordinary day, and it's on your state of mind. 'Cause I've got a smile on my face, and I've got four walls around me.
25 years of great moments. More than 500 players graduated to the NHL. Don't miss the next time hockey history is made. Watch all ECHL games on AmericaOneSports.com. Live or on demand, at home or on your mobile device, log in at AmericaOneSports.com to check out your favorite team. The official broadband broadcast of ECHL is AmericaOneSports.com.
Western Final Series featuring the Aces and Condors started in classic playoff style fashion. Defense first, low scoring, tight checking, and good goaltending. It changed a little bit in Game 3. Let's see what happens when we look at Game 5 of the series, the final one in California. Handling the announcing duties for us are Mike Benton on KFQD and GCI.
For a shot, save, rebound, loose, and taken away by the franchise again. Both teams dodging a bullet. Back and forth we go. Here's Mazzolini, right side. The shot, he scores! It's a power play goal with 12:09 to go in the second period. The captain putting the Aces on his back saying, let's go! It is 1-0 Aces! Mazzolini chips around to the corner. Trupp collects. Back to a nearby Mazzolini who centers. Toronto scores! Andy Toronto with 10:01 to go in the second period. Morrison had a roll away at the front of the net. Tough break there for the Aces as Trupp goes to work along the boards, alongside Ramage as well. Jarred loose, Ramage right side, the franchise in front to Mazzolini, save, rebound, score! John Ramage pokes it on by Brossois. It's a 5-on-3 power play goal with 9:08 to go in regulation. It is 3-0 Aces.
It's a lot to ask. As Rob Murray likes to say, and we like to quote him, you get what you deserve. Loose puck, and that has since the first period, and then Ramage right there takes the shot from Carroll. But by that point, it's a 3-0 advantage. And again, there's just nobody on the ice in white shirts to get rid of the blue shirts. That's what happens on a 5-on-3.
We hear you, Dave. Morrison clears this one down, and here comes Elson. It is a foot race for the empty net. Right side Elson, backhander, score! Turner Elson makes it 4 on the board. With 3:41 to go in regulation, Elson picks up his second goal in as many playoff games. Number 3 of the Kelly Cup playoffs. It is 4-0 Aces.
Well, Cowbell crew, get ready. Your team has put itself in position to come home Tuesday night and advance. Will be 1 game away from the Kelly Cup finals.
2 seconds left to this one. Game over. Aces win. Bodies collide at the glass. Tempers flare. But it's all for naught as far as Bakersfield is concerned to give a response. And ladies and gentlemen, how sweet it is. The boys in Glacier Blue are coming back to Anchortown with a chance to close out the Condors on Tuesday night.
I thought they had a tremendous amount of block shots. I mean, if I watched that game, I bet you they were in that 15-20 range. So, you know, there were some shot attempts, and obviously we missed it again tonight. I thought the turning point of the game was we did a great job in the 5-on-3 kill in the second period. Bergdorfer goes down and has 2 chances and wasn't able to convert, and then they come back down and score. You know, that was a big turning point for the game, because if you think about scoring on that 5-on-3 against, you know, that energizes your team, and I think that could have been a huge lift for us, but it was them that got the goal, and I thought the backbreaker was certainly another great job on the penalty kill, and then for them to get the second goal just when the guy got out of the box, I didn't think we had enough legs left at 2-0 to come back, quite frankly.
preseason and regular season have come and gone. 3 rounds of the postseason have left us with just 2 teams. Make sure to join us next time as we look at the opening games of the Kelly Cup Final Series. Until then, remember to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date with what's happening. Until next time, make it a good week. Make it an ECHL week.